Okay, good late morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at Tradeview Markets. Okay, let me finish some things here. Okay, cancel this. They got me on this. All right, no problem. Okay, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about initially. And as I log into TradeGATEHub, it's what happened actually today as I go to my main screen. So as I was preparing last night, Sunday, as I always do in TradeGATEHub, and I post appropriately, always the same routine. Now I'm getting into it. Again, it's all about reading the tape. Yep, Paul's in there. Okay, this was last night. It's a Monday, so I want to run down through these quickly. Even some of them might be antiquated. Oh, it's great call on the macros. Apple, NVIDIA. Great call. Great call, Mike V. The other ones are up. Okay. I wanted everybody, before they do this today, this was Jim Cramer's plan for the week. Watch it. It's one of these times where it's a professional opinion to navigate you through times that are wacky. I don't know, wacky, wild. It can't be wild because this is the VIX's first day up in like 42 days. But watch Jim Cramer's. That's just to start the week. It's a refresher. Mike Santoli, also please watch. That's also a good refresher. I see you. He gives you about takes a look at the big round trip for the S&P 500. And by the way, he's correct, because if you go to my main screen today, it is a round tripper. You have the mega down. A lot of the other stocks were up. You have the low floaters. Kohl's, nice trade, Mike V. I'm in that. Elf still going. Etsy, of course. Chewy had calls flying on Friday. The XBI is holding tough. Ulta, PVH still parabolic. These retailers, Macy's, still making that move. Good ones. Morgan Stanley, not stopping. Goldman Sachs, I'm adding to it. Boom. Yeah, I will actually. I will. Goldman Sachs. Look, you know what? As these other ones. Now, everybody's going to think that maybe the Magnificent Seven led us up. Are they going to lead us down? I mean, Google's already had a hell of a pullback for the IWM hanging in there like it has, or looking at the TNA. So you can look at the Russell, the small caps, obviously outperforming the NASDAQ is, there's a rotation. And you know what? This might be, I don't know if it's going to be proper rotation because you don't want to see the low floaters leading. You want to see the bigger ones leading as the low floaters pull back. But pardon me, as stocks like Piton are still pop. Am I on the right thing? That chart? Yeah, Piton still positive. AAOI still making this type of move. Snow not stopping. Actually, it was a day delay on Snow. Oh, where's my QS? Is that still up? QS? Oh my God. QS was at 7. Look at this thing. I was dead in this thing. 5. Now it's 6. And it's going higher. QS hanging in there. NVIDIA. I bought it, sold it. Bought it at the 50-day. Sold it right away. I bought it. Oh, what a bad trade, Mike V. I bought 800 shares too. Bought it at 456. Sold it at 452. It's 451. Broke the 50-day. There are better trades. Maybe I'll play another more rotation stocks. Maybe I'll keep buying a Kohl's here. Maybe I'll buy a J-Lin or a DBI or a Dress Barn, designer brands, whatever it is. Home Depot. So the rotation is prevalent. PDD naturally giving some back. I mean, that you consider that the Magnificent One of China. AMD, another one. I had it. Coach said he loved my AMD short at 123. I couldn't hold it. Could have been somebody. I could have been somebody. But Amazon. So listen, once again, Coach called though. Everybody know what happened with LI going up. What happened with gold last evening? Gold had a huge print overseas. I think it was. I'm not sure what the print was, but it was either. You know what? Let me do the settings. Let me go 1:30 a.m. today. GLD had a print at 194. That was even in the morning. It was even higher. GLD 194. I'll adjust my charts. Take a hit for the team. I really didn't adjust. So GLD, believe me, it was one last night. I believe it was up 2% over last night. So GLD giving some back. And you know what? That was also my point going into TradeGATEHub, because I was quite surprised, I'm talking like professor, that it made that big of a pop. Pressure here. CTA trend file. This is last night. Followers are nearing their effective max long position in gold and silver. While this cohort's purchases exhausted, even if the precious metals rally, the algo buying has sparked the recent bear trap is likely to evaporate. So it was sell the up open on GLD for now. You know what I mean? I went to the CTA position. I believe I posted it over the weekend or on Friday. They're basically even. So it's tick for tick, if you will, for gold. Another quote here. CTAs and volume control funds look to be buyers of the S&P, adding perhaps more pressure to the upsides. It's a B of A model. Okay. A weekly high beta active trader list. These are the stocks that are hot. AFRM, number one. Okay, posted after last evening. AFRM, it should be. Look at this. Just continuing to go. Number two, PVD. We brought it up. Roku, number two, actually acting very, very well in a negative today. NPNX had good earnings. That was Mike V's fade. I believe it. 44, 45, 40, 40, 45, 42. I should be higher, but I did fade it nicely. NTNX after the earnings was 45, 42. It actually is below there now. Actually, yeah. All right. NTNX acting well. ELF, I said it. BREZ, Breeze. The new secondary best of breed, I mean, shop, no surprise. Actually give you a little back today, you know what I mean? But that was pumped up by holiday sales. And that's okay, because if Macy's and Kohl's and all these other ones, I wouldn't be looking for shop to be pulling back too much. SLV. Okay. We have a Zscaler and no question MSTR. It needs no surprise. Reversal. One date does not make a reversal. That is not for me. Coin was what, 151? Coin's high today was 152, I believe. 148. Maybe that was pre-market. Coin giving it up a little bit. CLSK. I could have been living next to Tim Theory if I freaking held this thing right here from 5. But that's okay. We're fine where we are for the moment. Not disposing where he lives either. Okay. Earnings list for the week. Hottest stocks out there, XLE. I only have one energy stock, and it is SU. SU. I'm in SU. I like SU. That's outperforming. That thing's a spring. I'm telling you, it's got that. It's about the 200 day. Exxon. What are you doing? Chevron. I'm in the right oil. Fang. The imposter. The other Fang used to be best of breed too. All right, not bad. So I'm in SU. Okay, let's go to XLE. Earnings list for the week. Sexy. Some moves. AI. I sold a lot of it today. And I didn't want to hold as many as I did. I think I had 15,000. I sold it properly. I got it at the top. And I sold a lot of it. Why does this do this? It says I sold 50 freaking shares. 500. I'm pounding this thing. I'm buying it. Where this sells. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'll show you. Forget it. Trust me. Futures bouncing a little bit. Here's my list. Path, Alta, Macy's, Carvana, QS, EMPH, bouncing, Net. That was the dog. Now it's bouncing a little bit. AFRM, they're getting heavy. The ones that were leading are getting heavy. Even the short squeezers. Piton pulling back, except maybe not for mine. Carvana, let's keep an eye on that. That's the big daddy. It determines everything in terms of short squeezes. Looks healthy. Target, all of a sudden, boom, there you go on Target. All right, you know what? It is what it is. Let me finish with yes, they won. I should have bought that one too. Bill Herzl, BILL, Laggard, GH. I want to look at that one. You know what? I wanted to buy that too. It may not be due late. As Alexis Aman says. Gaps, ANF as the other ones are strong. This one is weak. GME acting very well. There you go. So there's still speculation in the market when GME is there. When GME is like this and Carvana is up 3 and you have Microsoft up 9 at Amazon, Netflix, that's not necessarily the weakness, the strength I want to see, but there is strength. Hence, still the low VIX. Who's the high in the VIX? At 1782. It always fades in the morning. All right, let's see. You know what? Let's talk technicals on the VIX, the trading instrument. This is where you want it to hold right here. 1742. The down close here, probably overshot at VIX. On the trading vehicle, you wanted to hold 1740. That's okay. I'll keep my eye on it. And you'll see my little list here. Uber finally gave a little bit of up, added to the S&P. What more do you want with a run with Uber? There's the daily on Uber. What more do you want? They got added to the S&P on Friday. If it got taken over, it'd probably be a take under. I'm being facetious. Okay, earnings. Sexy moves here. Asan, RH, Ollie's department stores. Jim Cramer's pounding the tape on this Ollie. Bargain basement. Pounding the table on this thing. Big Lots bounced a little bit. Dollar Tree never bounced. It's buying at 105, the only one down there. Should have stocked that thing away. I knew it was going to take a while for a roundup. I knew it was, I knew it was trading like a 4 PE Dollar Tree down here. And I knew it was going to waffle, and I turned around. But you know what? That's what happens. It takes time for these things to bottom like that. I learned more. Okay, let's go back here. I learned more. Pardon. In the bear market on Dollar Tree or per se any stock than I do in the run up. Dollar Tree. Next. Okay. Here's the playlist. Here's the book right here. You play golf and they give you the book. First hole, second hole, pin placement. This is it right here. Volatility watch, earnings watch, GTLB. I meant to say this. Calls are flying on GitLab. Flying on GitLab. GTLB today. MGM Tuesday. Conferences. Signet. My God. This is so obvious. It can't be obvious. Signet Jewelers. But you know what? They make fake diamonds now. Nobody has, it's not woke. They go there and buy fake diamonds. Signet Jewelers. I've seen this stock go up 30% one day. And believe me, you don't want to be on the wrong side of it. That has earnings. You want to try to make a binary Christmas play? Get in Signet. Macy's the same. Johnny John, nice bounce basing. Never did it. He couldn't do it. Still don't care for Johnny John. Campbell Soup, Chewy, taking calls. GameStop earnings on Wednesday. A lot of stuff still to do. Upcoming major U.S. Releases. This is all we have into the end of the year. This should be on your refrigerator, if not on your pinned or something. I'm being facetious again. Fear and Greed. Okay, that was entering today. A short-term composite indicator. Lewis, it's a great question. One of the best questions ever asked on TGH. What is this gauged against? It is gauged against the 10-day DMA, SMA. So you know what? Here we are overbought. Naturally, we're probably not that overbought now because there are a lot of the bigger stocks taking it. So just trade prudently. Positioning, that's self-explanatory. Maybe as the bigger stocks come up and the dogs, nah. Goldman, U.S. economic calendar for the week. That's it. Free here from TGH. Free. Credit default swaps. Number one reason why we went up. We even broke the ceiling. Now the problem is went from tightening to loosening. Now things went too fast. That's everybody's talking about. Things went too fast. But they still need to squeeze the long ones. I don't have an opinion. This is the reason why we bounced. There's no argument there. Going where we're going from here, I'll leave that to coach. I'll put the pressure on him because he's smarter. Gold was 2138 last night. Let's go, Lewis. Spot, Uber, AI gonna rip. BMEA, look at this thing. I love biotechs and it's starting to pop. BMEA. I actually tried to short it this morning. It said not shortable. And I would have been wrong. I think I tried to short it in 1972, my birthday. That was it. I tried to get the top. But you know what? Not working. BMAA. Bionia Fusion. You were dead. Now triple. 816.24. What a move. Good for anybody that owns it. Sexy stock. Great. I love the 10 symbol, BMEA. Are you going to reward here? All right. Carvana, AI, IOT, still going. These robotic plays, Path, IOTIC, Path, IoT, in Sim. Okay. Who's going? Alan. Alan's in here. All right, Alan. VFC squeeze play is a VFC squeeze play. Listen, this is the one. I don't think you're going to get hurt in this thing. I mean, they fired the CEO. I mean, they threw the baby out with the bathwater. That's why it plummeted there. And everybody, usually when you have a new CEO and you throw the proverbial bit and restructure like that, which they blatantly said they were doing, it takes usually maybe 6 months. But VFC still a laggard, and by the way, it has it in it. I mean, the stock was up there. Another one acting well is what? Herbal? Ralph Lauren. They certainly contribute enough to that freaking place. So it looks like the catching up really is Kohl's. Kohl's, I would put. I mean, Kohl's looks great. Kohl's has huge, still has a lot of short interest. Somehow, I'm not sure. Activist participation above the 50-day on even the weekly. Forget about the daily, and it does have Kohl's going off. Right? And it has other retailers in the same group going off. VIX high of the day. Royal Caribbean on the high. Here's what I'm looking at here. This is my screen. I go like this. What's taking money? PAS Silver calls. Microsoft. Lemonade. Another one that tells you what's going on. They're still squeezing lemonade. LMND. They're still trying to look at this. And you know what? Looks good. Lemonade. No squeeze intended. And they're buying the call. I don't get it. I get it. You don't want to be wrong there, though. Lemonade, they're buying calls. Don't kill the messenger. RITM. I know that one. Bullflow. I know the stock. All right. Bullflow, Planeteer, Thieve. This is the reason why we're going down at the moment. Liquidity. LQD. FCX January calls. FCX. I can't remember what FCX wasn't taking calls. There's the chart on FCX. I'm in Alcoa, yes. Oh, I sold a lot of it this morning too at the high. Alcoa day delay. You know what? I needed a day of rest. I played it for the pop. I played it for the laggard pop. I'm not going to punt it because every time I bought it when it's cheap, it's a fun stock. It did take calls. I'm not buried in it. Where's my price? Settings, position info. Got 5,000 from 27.77. Big deal. Don't let these small positions turn into big losers. But I think I have it offered out. You know what? Let's talk. What do I not want it to break? 27. That's not going anywhere. Big deal. It's a safe one. Alcoa. Are you worried about that? Okay, let's blow this thing up. Let's go to settings, font, 12. Okay. Let's go with most active gainers intraday. What is it? HUT minor, SSNT, EGYP got taken over. HA Hawaiian, same thing. Alt, that's up again. BMAA mentioned MYO. Oh, MYO popped that little rat bastard. I've been waiting for this thing too. Oh, look at it now, MYO. All right. The stock was freaking $1.55. MYO. Oh, they got the pulse up too. The pulsar. Oh my God! Look at Pulse Sciences. They're taking every other baby bio, and I have one, and they're not up. It's not up yet. And believe me, I'm helping it. All right, let's look at percent losers intraday. Just a general query. NEXI was one of the big. You know what? I should take this off for volume, previous volume. ALK took over HA. Vivos was a ripper. Nothing sexy. Let's look at what they're taking down. Percent loser. Let's go with dollar losers in the last 60 minutes. So what's going down? Northrop Grumman. Ulta reversed the down. Actually, no, it's not down yet. Dillard's, department stores. Oh, these are all expensive stocks. Let's go percent change. Percent. Let's go percent losers. 60 minutes. Okay. Percent. Nothing sexy. NCTY. IPT. Nerve. Typical. Riot. So a couple of Carvana and a couple of the cryptos gave it back. Percent gainers in the last 15 minutes. What are they bouncing at the moment? Nothing of mine. ENGN. All right, ENGN. You know, I don't know. I mean, I got to marry it if I play it. There's the stock. I get it. ENGN. I got to be committed to it. I can't either. I. Pistachio. You know, either I buy a lot of it and I keep my eye on it, or I don't play it. But there it is, ENGN, sexy stock. The low floaters, okay. You share, ENGN, not interested. I was hoping QS was up there, but it's not, you bastard. HHS, Alt, CRISPR, CRISPR. So that's it. Hold on. GSIW. I want to know what has volume. For average 30-day and today. What has a lot of volume? All I care about. This one, Alt, the cat's out of the bag. All right, you get the picture, guys. Anything? MGIH high. VIX low. VIX is at the high. Wise guys, Docu, Path, taking money. SoFi is both active again. How many times have I told you about SoFi? Zoom. I'm in it. It's down 3 now. I'm in Zoom. I'm long it. Small. Look at CRISPR. And they're still taking calls in the CRISPR. One of my better calls in history. CRISPR. Any questions, guys, as I go through my charts? I'm heating up. There's CRISPR. Edit went with it. Matter of fact, Nutella. Edit went more than Nutella did. What was I looking at? Zoom. I'm afraid to look. I'm never afraid. I could have gotten out too. I'm on 4,000 shares. Zoom. Just popped. 4,000 shares from 67.70. I gotta get out. I'm gonna offer it. I mean, the Zoom broke the 200-day. Then it held the 10-day. Now, if it doesn't hold the 10-day, obviously we have a lower gap down. So I'm going to try to get out of half of this position at my average cost. See how it acts after that. I'm not going to hold it until if it breaks this, you know, this yellow line or anything like that. Yeah, the red line. MGIH, small one, going. Low floater, not interested. Any questions, gents? I'll go with this TGH here. All right, so I'll post earnings later. Saudi energy minister says oil demand, Nike taking calls. So the bottom fishing a couple of these tech stocks down here. And this is what you want to see after a big run up in stocks like DocuSign. You want to see them back up with calls like this. You just don't want them to see them blow out. You want to see them back them up. So that's positive. So listen, let everything settle out. It's in the late morning on a Monday. Plenty of things to do, as you saw with the earnings calendar, as well as a couple of conferences. So I'm here to trade real short term and price action, volatility, and decent range. And I'm going to be active and stay with the trend. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy at this time of year. GameStop taking more calls into earnings on Wednesday, by the way, as you may see here. GameStop, more calls. GameStop, Nike calls, GameStop calls. Okay, with that, everybody good? Okay. Thanks again, guys. Have a plan, tune in, and don't let your trades turn into positions. Cheers.